Wow, that ended quicker than I expected. So Anthony Joshua, AJ from the UK, stops Prince Charles Martin in the second round of the heavyweight bout for the IBF World Title. Now, what can I say? All I can say is that Anthony Joshua really, really impressed me, even though this only lasted in 2 rounds. And I did see some significant adjustments from the Dillian White fight. If you notice in this particular fight, he was more patient. He actually developed a counter punching strategy rather than lunging in and applying relentless pressure on Charles Martin, which he did actually do. He balanced it both. He applied some pressure, but at the same time he was counter punching. Okay, because whenever Martin was trying to throw in some, like a straight left or he'd come in with a right, Joshua was just too quick with the straight rights. He was clipping Martin with those rights all round long in that first round. I think in that first round, he clipped him like with 3-4 straight rights. And then when Joshua clipped Martin with the fifth right, he was really hurt from that. And Martin knew from then that he would have to be very, very, very strategic, if not cautious, when he was throwing his shots. So he tried to create more distance, and in that first round, obviously that went to Anthony Joshua. But Martin did end the round with a straight left that kind of pushed Joshua back just a little bit, but I don't think it really had too much effect on it. But yeah, I think it caught his attention just a tad, but again, it didn't seem like it was much effect. But on to the second round. Martin, this is what really kills me about Martin. He was fighting too flat-footed, which is expected because he's always been a flat-footed fighter. But he was too squared up, and his left hand was incredibly low. And then this is the reason why Joshua was hitting him with those rights all round long, because he kept his left hand particularly too low. And hopefully, I don't know if the corner told him to keep his left hand up to negate that right coming in from Joshua. But anyway, into the second round, when Martin tried to take a chance and lunge in, he caught Martin with a crunching short right in the middle across the chin, and it put it put Martin in the backseat, and he felt that from there, and you could tell he was very, very hurt. But he did get up, and then next he tried to come in with a right, and then Joshua hit him with another counter right and put him down probably much harder than he did in the first knockdown. And Martin was smiling, and so was Joshua. He kind of shrugged his shoulders like he went to the neutral corner. I mean, Joshua, he shrugged his shoulders like, I knew this was easy. I don't know, but I know this is this is going to raise a little bit of controversy. Some people are going to suggest that the stoppage by the referee was not warranted because Charles Martin did respond. He did look like he could continue. And he was protesting the referee's call after the referee waved off the fight. Now, if you ask me, was this a bad stoppage? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think so, because let's be honest, Martin was really, really out of it, and he could have gotten seriously, seriously hurt if he continued on. And he was eventually going to get knocked out anyway, because he didn't look like he had much legs left. He didn't really get his legs under him after that first knockdown from Joshua. So, again, he was just too squared up. He didn't keep his chin tucked in. He kept his hands incredibly low. But again, those are usually that's a very, very common characteristic for a power puncher or a knockout artist like Charles Martin. Now, definitely, people are going to ask, where does both men go for here? We now know that Anthony Joshua is the new IBF heavyweight champion. He will have to fight the winner of the Joseph Parker Carlos Takam fight next month, which I'll be looking forward to that one, because that one definitely is going to be a war. And I think that fight's going to last at least 5 rounds. But if Parker can talk him out there less than 3, I'll be very, very impressed. Very impressed if that can happen. But I'm looking forward to that fight. Now, we all know that Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury was going at it, days before the fight. They were going at it on Twitter. So definitely Joshua is a marked fan. And he acknowledged that in the post-fight interview. He was like, look, everybody's calling me out. Tyson Fury's calling me out. Everybody's calling me out. He said, I'm up to the challenge now that I'm champion. So he's aware that he's a marked man now. We also know that Dillian White actually called out Anthony Joshua for a rematch a few days ago, in case anybody didn't know. So now, definitely, I would love to see that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua unification fight. That's going to be a damn good fight, a very big heavyweight fight. Oh man, now Deontay Wilder. he definitely might want to call out, call out Anthony Joshua now that he's IBF champion and get a unification bout. But Wilder does have a mandatory defense against Alexander Povetkin next month, which will be the same day, which is May 21st. The same day that the Parker and Takam fight is going to be showcased, along with David Haye versus Arnold Jarajiv. So, and I think Shannon Briggs will be fighting on the undercard of that fight too. I think that's confirmed now, so I have to go back and check into that. So, yeah, man, definitely another good night for the heavyweights. And you know, when you get a heavyweight fight, you are guaranteed explosion. And you say 90, almost 100% of the time, somebody's going to get knocked out because these heavyweights are not trying to box in circles. I mean, some are boxers, but most of them are going for knockouts. They're going for the kill in every fight. So that's what I appreciate about the heavyweights. No catch weights, no rehydration clauses. Either you going in against a guy bigger than you, or you going in against a guy that's more or smaller than you. So there ain't no pussyfooting in this division. And props to Charles Martin too, man, because he didn't have to take this fight. All right, this man looked for a challenge after that Glasgow fight, and he tried to prove himself. I know a lot of people are going to come out and disrespect him and say that he was a paper champion the whole time. Okay, so be it. But give the man his props. He went in there against a hostile crowd, a very electrifying crowd tonight in the O2 Arena in London. All right, was booed left and right. He went in there with confidence. He did look confident in there, and he showed sportsmanship after the fight. So this man, you got to give this man props for doing what he did, man. He didn't have to do that, but he went to show everybody that he wanted to prove himself that he's not a paper champion. But, of course, he did come up way short, as I say. All right? So I don't think anybody should be going out there and disrespecting him, calling him paper champion, okay? When has anybody in the lower weight classes in our present times gone out and done something like what Charles Martin did, okay? All right, you got to give him props for that. So, with that being said, let me know what you think. Do you think this was a terrible stoppage by the referee? I doubt that anybody would disagree with that. But, well, actually not say disagree with that. I'm sorry. I don't think anybody would agree that the referee made a terrible call. But, I mean, some people say that he made the right call, I should say. He made the right call by stopping that fight. So, anyhow, yeah, congratulations to Anthony Joshua. He is a new IBF heavyweight champion. I'm definitely looking forward to, hopefully I pray that Parker does get past Takam, because that's going to be a much tougher fight. And Takam is a much better fighter than Charles Martin. And we all know that. So definitely looking forward to Anthony Joshua, hopefully it'd be Joseph Parker. I'm definitely looking forward to that fight. Who knows? It could be Tyson Fury. Who knows? It could be a rematch with Dillian White. If, some people may argue that Dillian White doesn't really deserve it. So, we'll see. Let me know what you think. Care to comment, share, subscribe, signing off. Peace.